I'm Debbie Todd and I'm the owner of Angels and Butterflies Jewellery Design. Angels and Butterflies create a number of items, from children's jewellery to custom made items to novelty range of jewellery. Angels and Butterflies was really started from home because it was a hobby that grew into a business, and to test the water rather than setting up in business premises, it was probably ideal just to start from home. Working at home works for me because at the moment I still have a full-time job. Angels and Butterflies has only been going for the past year, so at the moment it's a little bit new to the market, and we're trying to obviously develop it enough to be able to do it full-time and eventually move into business premises. But until that time, it's ideal to be able to come home from work and open the office door and have Angels and Butterflies right here. Working from home has its own pros and cons. It's ideal because you don't have to travel to work to get to your own business, it's already here. On the downside, you have to balance it with the family, with the usual distractions, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. To start your business from home, there are a number of permissions that you need to obtain. One of them is obviously speaking to your mortgage provider to see that they're happy with you working from home. Your mortgage provider will probably ask you what type of business you're actually running from your home, if there are any items of value, if you need to have any additional security to your business. My insurance for my business assets cover me for public liability for the events that I run. They also cover me for any equipment that I take on site with me, as well as covering equipment and materials and stock within my home. It's wise to discuss it with your insurance provider. They will advise you which the best route to go through is. It may be that your business insurance covers you within your home, but you would also need then to speak to your home insurance cover and make sure that your premium covers you. I have quite a few friends that are registered self-employed, so obviously getting a lot of information from them, and there's also quite a lot of varied information on the government website as well to be able to understand, and the helpline's fantastic. If you just give them a ring, they'll explain to you what you actually need to do and what forms to fill in. There were very few changes required to the house because we already had the office set up. It was a spare bedroom, so it was just really finding the workspace and a little bit of storage space. The additional cost of starting a business from home would be your insurance, your national insurance contributions, your tax returns, and obviously your stock and equipment that you would need to buy. The health and safety concerns from working at home tend to be to make sure that you protect your family, pets, children, especially sort of the small beads that I work with. Jump rings can be a choking hazard for small children. It's just making sure that everything's kept in its place and tidied away at the end of the day. Working at home has its own security issues. We don't tend to advertise the address. We tend to make sure that we keep stock out of sight, and just general security measures. It can be quite difficult to concentrate when the family's around, but I think they know me well enough now that if I shut the office door, then I don't want to be disturbed, that I'm probably making phone calls. On the other hand, it can be quite useful in the fact that you can bounce ideas off them, or get them to put the kettle on and make a cup of tea. To create a professional image from working from home, it may be shut the office door and get rid of distractions when you're making phone calls. If I need to meet clients, I'll probably meet them in a local coffee house or within their own homes, whatever feels comfortable for them. It can be quite difficult to switch off at the end of the day knowing that your work's here, but I think you have to be quite consistent with that and to schedule time in and just shut the office door. I think the biggest problem I face from working from home is because the business is still part-time, it's juggling it with a full-time job and managing a family as well, and I have to be quite ruthless sometimes and just block periods of time out in my diary where I don't play with jewellery, that I just switch off and do something else. Working from home can pose its issues with the fact that you've got no other colleagues to bounce ideas off. I'm quite lucky that I have quite a good social network of friends who will give me advice. You've got the likes of social networking, and it's really good now to have quite a good following that I can put photographs of designs up there and get some comments, even if it's just somebody saying they like my designs.